As the title suggests, the birupes simonoxigorum female, the most expensive tarantula in the dark den, is getting a brand new glass enclosure. And ever since I got her, I've been keeping her inside of this plastic tub, so that is really not the enclosure worthy of tarantula of this caliber, because she is one of the newest available tarantula species in the hobby, and also in the same time she got a shiny blue coloration, so of course that she is really desirable, so therefore that fact dictates the price. But I noticed that a lot of breeders are having an extract from this species, so I'm pretty sure that soon in the hobby the prices for the slings will definitely go down, so a lot of you that want to get this species will be able, because they will be cheaper, of course. And even though 5 minutes ago when I was preparing for this video she was actually outside standing right there, she now retreated in her hide and I can't even spot her down there because it's really dark in the hide. It is her dark den, so we will need to kind of destroy that in order to get her from there. So that will surely be interesting. And for her I have this glass enclosure ready, and we just need to set it up as always. We need the drainage layer, the mesh, the substrate, some plants, corkbark hide, and it will be perfect for her. But before we go with that, let me show you one thing. Someone here molted, and it is Lacidora difficilis. I have 3 unsexed specimens, but unfortunately this one is a male. Here is the mold, and it seems like there is no spermatheca right there, so yeah, this is most likely a male, so therefore he got this symbol, but the other 2 are also in a pre-mold, so hopefully one of those 2 will be a female. Because of course we need a female. Now let's set the enclosure up. I'm gonna turn it around so you can have a good look and check it out. I'm no longer using plexiglass for top lid. This is real glass, and also I have this metal aluminum mesh that is providing the needed cross ventilation, because this down here it is also ventilation, so cold air goes in, heats up inside because of the lighting and everything, and goes outside from here, and therefore you achieve the circulation of the air in the enclosure. And we need that because we don't want mold in our enclosure. And you have stagnant and humid air, there is a higher risk, higher chance of getting a mold inside, and also all the nasty stuff that will eventually kill a tarantula if you don't prevent that. So therefore cross ventilation is almost always a must. I'm gonna grab clay balls, not cray balls, although they are cray. One more, that should be enough. And now why did I put this back in? Because it is easier to set up the enclosure when you have top part open, then you can approach the enclosure and manipulate with stuff more easily inside. Now the ventilation, not ventilation, what am I saying? The mesh that separates the drainage layer from the substrate layer. And that thing goes right here. Now to add the substrate. Once again I'm gonna be using a mixture of cocoa fiber, orchid bark, dry leaves, and also some potting soil, but in really small amount. Mostly it is a cocoa fiber. We just put that stuff right there. And we want a lot of that, because we want to give a tarantula opportunity to dig if it wants to. Let's see how that looks. It looks promising, yeah. So now I want to compress it a bit. Then we will use the cork hide. I'm gonna put it here in the corner. It is not an actual hide, it just provides a starting place for tarantula to start its burrow. And it all comes down to a tarantula species, but a lot of tarantula species love to make their own hide, to dig their own hide. But the cork bark, when you have a half-cut cork bark, it provides the top stability, so the substrate won't collapse on the spider when it's digging, or yeah, it is better to have that. Now for live plants I have 2 separate species. One is that, and the other one is this one. I'm not really sure if I want to use this because it is kind of large, but maybe I can just take one branch, although half of this is definitely going in. So let me see if I can break this thing down. I will write the letter name of the plants. I think I have that, so if you are curious about that you will know what it is. Let's see, what can we do? Yeah, you see I can definitely pull this part apart. pull this part apart. Sounds funny. Just need to kind of separate the roots. Yeah, now you see this is not too big for this enclosure. And also I want to use half of this plant, so just this half, this lovely piece. Yeah, let me just quick this up quickly and move it away. Okay, we are ready for the plants. Let me just think about it. This in the back, and then this like also in the back, or maybe this here and this here. No, decisions. Maybe this in the back here, going like that, and this here. Come on, like this and this. Yeah, I think that we have a winner. This is how I'm going to set it up. Although maybe just having one plant would be more than enough, but I really want to have two plants for this species, because this tarantula is a special species, so I want to have it a more special enclosure, if that makes sense. Yeah, so just gonna dig up a hole right there and stick this in like that. Perfect. And then for this plant, right there. Okay. Now here is how that looks, and I can tell, come on, focus, what is up? I can just tell you that I'm satisfied. I just want to put some of the dry leaves behind, maybe some branch like here, and add some springtails, add some crushed up leaves, and call it a day. Yeah, let me just get the materials. Here's the stuff. Got the branches, got the crushed leaf litter, also got the sand, and in this box I have a lot of springtails. Yeah, there they are. So let's make this enclosure even prettier. I will just poke this branch right here, and this second one, put it like that. Gonna add this bigger piece of leaf litter behind here, some smaller ones right there. Sand for the texture. Springtails, these little buggers. I'm also tempted to use isopods, although those that I have are kinda maybe too big for this tarantula. Sprinkle little springtails, and a bit more. There, now to add some humidity, especially for the plants, so the roots can make new root systems. I don't know what I wanted to say. And there we go, the enclosure is ready for the tarantula. It is maybe a little bit too busy for the enclosure of this size. This is a fairly small enclosure, it's 20 by 20 by 20 centimeters. So maybe I cramped a bit too much stuff in here, and also the tarantula will web. As you can see from her current enclosure, she will definitely web it up, but hopefully the plants will manage to survive in there. Now to get the tarantula out of its enclosure, I'm going to use this safe bucket just in case. I don't want a birupes simonoxigorum bolt somewhere from the table. Yeah, definitely don't want to risk that. So therefore a bucket is definitely a way to go. You know, in case tarantula decides to bolt out, there is a chance that this bucket will stop her. Catch cups, 1, 2, this, and wish me luck. Because with Asians you never know what you need to be prepared for. There we go. Okay. There is she being kind of confused about what the hell is happening. Where did the roof go? But you see, she's beautiful. And now in combination with this green enclosure, and it will be really nice, I think. Now the smartest move would be to just cap her off and get her in a cup, and with that cup drop her in the enclosure. And I think that is the thing that I'm going to do, because usually I try to get the tarantula when I'm moving her in the new enclosure. I try to get her outside in order to record her up close, but thankfully she's cooperating with us really good, so we can already have a real nice look at her from here, so that won't be necessary, and I will be able to just get her straight from here to here. So let's do that. Doing it like that should be relatively easy, but with tarantulas you never know. Yeah, climb the cup, and now hopefully it will be equally easy the other way around. The other way around, please. Yes, just don't try to squeeze. Yes, okay. Ah, yeah, she's inside. And she's already there behind the leaves, you see? Where are you? I see the movement behind. Oh, there she is. You cannot miss those blue legs. Oh, so good, so good. Now this looks proper. Oh yeah. Now it would be really cool if she would continue to roam around the enclosure. But unfortunately, I know that she is kinda passive tarantula usually, so I'm not really expecting that. I'm even surprised that she went up there already, so that's a surprise. But I guess I can wait a few minutes and see if she will continue to move around this really sweet enclosure. And just the contrast from her old enclosure, it is you cannot even compare the two. This small segment that you just watched, it took me more than 30 minutes to record it. She was really slow to move and everything. And now for past 10 minutes she's just sitting over there, so I assume that is everything from her stroll for now, and I need to go home to eat and do stuff, so yeah, need to finish the video now. So I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel more, there's a Patreon page. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday and Friday. So see you again soon. Bye.